In this video, we're going to talk about the sandwich attack. What is it? Who does it? Who's subject to this attack? Are we subject to this attack? And yeah, and we're also going to launch a token that has a mechanism that protects its users from this attack. So yeah, let's start. Because I think this is very important because it all comes down to the MEV. So what's the MEV? Is the miner extractable value, or the maximal extractable value for the miners. So this is like a power that only the miners have. Well, now the validators on Ethereum proof of stake, if we get there next month. So what is it? So if you notice, when you confirm a transaction, when you send a transaction in your MetaMask, it gets a pending time, like a confirmation time. So in this time, your transaction is in some sort of a limbo that everyone can see your transaction, but it's not yet on the blockchain. So we call this the mempool, the memory pool. So in here, your transaction will get stored for some time until it gets mined. So in the blockchain, when you have block by block being created, when a new miner creates a new block, it has this power of picking the transaction in the order he wants. So he will say, this is number 1 transaction, this is number 2, and this is number 3. So what can they do with this power? So that they can do different things. For example, they can get first on an NFT sale. For example, as you know, when there is an NFT launch, a lot of people want to get into the block. The miners can decide who goes in first, and going in first or not may mean that you will get the NFT or you won't get NFT. So yeah, that's unfair. We don't like that. Now specifically on the sandwich attack. So the sandwich attack is some sort of a combination of front running, because as you know, like I said, the MEV bots and MEV miners executing MEV are subject to these to this. They usually do these front running attacks, and also the sandwich attack is a front running combined with a arbitrage attack. So usually arbitrages are okay. For example, they can balance pools. For example, they can balance SushiSwap with Uniswap, and that's okay. But the sandwich attack, it's different. It's not that good. So how does it work? So basically, let's say that you are a simple user that want to trade token A for token B. You want to trade 100 token A for 100 token B. But suddenly, 2 transactions get injected on the same block. First, there is a super big whale that trades 1 million token A for 1 million token B. So what happens when these transactions occur? Obviously, because this is a super big number, token B will change its value. So now token B will be so token A will be cheaper. This will go down in value, and this will go up in value. So when this transaction occur, you won't get these 100 tokens. You will only get 90 tokens. And in the same block, they inject another transaction. That's what it calls the sandwich attack. So now they trade inversely, and the price stays the same. So they get their million token A back, plus the 10 tokens that they get from the victim, from the user. So, and this is already happening now on proof of work. And you can say here, I'm going to leave you a link from this blog that I'm going to leave in the description. As you can see here, you can see different MEV attacks that are happening now. Some are very cheap, for example, for $9, $18, but still, it's not fair. And some are very big, for example, 6K profit, 4K profit, even in a bear market. So I think this is pretty bad. This is crazy. So you can see here the structure of a sandwich of a made block to get some transactions right. Here the victim just wanted to try MSI and wrap it tokens, and two transactions got injected, one before and one after. So in this video we're going to see a possible solution, but yeah, just so you know, at the moment there is no magical solution to make this. There are a couple of things happening. For example, we have the flashbots, and that there is a marketplace that they want to decentralize these MEV opportunities for everyone, but they still will occur. So as you know, with this USA culture and the hedge funds, they may collude with miners to get the capital and the front run opportunities to front run people and make sandwich attacks like crazy. They could do that, but with MEV bots now everyone can be the attacker, and but still the problem still exists. And yeah, I think it's good to talk about this. At least it's not as bad as as if the hedge fund has full control of blockchain. That will lead to a lot of centralization. So yeah, we still have this centralization, that people that may pay to build blocks to attack other people. That's not good, but at least it's a little bit decentralized. Okay, this is flashbots. Also, there's talks about adding some mechanisms in the Ethereum protocol level, but it's hard because if you tune something in, you can disrupt other areas. So yeah, it's not an easy problem. A lot of people are thinking about it. So I think that's why I did this video. I want to open the conversation. I want everyone to know that this is happening so we can think about solutions. And yeah, so one solution could be add a restrictive mechanism on the on the on a token that you create. Excuse me. So we're going to create a token. I'm going to add here create a token that has this mechanism of a cooldown. So when someone make a transaction, they have to wait an X amount of block to make a second transaction. So in this case, I'm going to make a 1 block cooldown. So no one can create two transactions in the same block. So this can't occur because all of this is in the same block. So they will have to wait another block to make it. So they will now be vulnerable with the sandwich attacker. So yeah, and also you can add like multiple blocks amounts, for example 2, 3, 5. In this video we're going to make a 15 cooldown. Excuse me. So we're going to make a 15 block cooldown, so we can see in the UI how does it works. Yeah, just because 1 or 2 blocks is not like for you, we humans can't do that. So I'm going to do an example here, a demo with a big cooldown, so you can take a look. And so we're going to add one exception, that it's the pair, because we don't want to make a cooldown to the pair, so because no one will be able to trade. So yeah, the pair is an exception. That's what we add here. You can I've seen a lot of new tokens making use of this. So usually they're different. Some even block all smart contracts, so no one can trade using smart contracts, because usually these attacks are done using smart contracts. And but yeah, that's super restrictive. You won't be able even to use Aave or stuff like that. So that's super restrictive, but it helps depending on what you want to do. And I've seen others that add like exceptions to the rule, not only the pair, and others that don't block peer-to-peer transactions, but these may allow to buy, send to another wallet, and then make the attack in another wallet. So yeah, it's not an easy problem to fix, but we can see how in this token that I did here, it can't help. So here I'm going to launch in mainnet on Polygon mainnet. So I'm going to launch it there, but I'm going to change the router for QuickSwap, that is a Polygon DEX. We're going to replace this one with the unit, the QuickSwap one. That's the only change that we're going to do. 15 blocks, so we can take a look on the UI, and also this one that allows us to add like the QuickSwap as an exception. Okay, so now we're going to launch this. Okay, I'm going to launch this, and I'm going to speed it up a little bit so the video doesn't get too long. And while we wait, I invite you to like this channel, subscribe if you want. Oh, super quick, if you want more content, more blockchain content. We do DeFi, NFTs, oracles, layer 2, everything related to blockchain. So if you're a developer or someone that wants to know how stuff works behind the scene, yeah, I think you should subscribe to the channel. And also, if you have any questions, leave it on the comments or whatever you want to say. Yeah, the comment section is open. Also, we have a Discord channel, but the Discord channel is in Spanish, but we have we'll add like a English channel if you want to join us. Okay, so now we're adding liquidity. I put a super low amount of Matic because it's just a test. Yeah, so as you see, I think it's good to in these videos, I think it's good that to show everything on a mainnet, so you can see like in a real environment how is it works. So yeah, I'm paying real money here, but I think it's for the best. Okay, now we confirm the transaction. I'm going to speed it up. Okay. So yeah. Oh, this is what I was talking about. This is the mempool, right? When the transaction is pending, it means that it is on the mempool. So good. Now we have our token. We should be able to swap. There you go. So we're going to buy a little bit of some tokens. Oh, we have to wait because we just added liquidity. So we have to wait these 15 blocks in order to swap. Oh, that's the 15 blocks are over. Now we are able to use these tokens. Okay, so and it will be the same. So once this transaction confirmed, I won't be able to rebuy another 10 tokens more, or even sell or send to another to someone these tokens until we wait the 15 blocks time. So yeah, so now as a question, should you add this to every token that you launch, or should this be added to every token that you use? So this makes like token better? Not necessary, because this is a restrictive mechanism. And yeah, so just keep in mind that yeah, this is I made this video just to bring the conversation to the table. I think we should all be thinking about MEV and acknowledge that this is a problem, acknowledge that this exists, and yeah, just look for solutions and just be aware of what's going on in the blockchain space. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching. If you know Spanish, si hablas español, les dejo un link en la descripción del canal en español. Si vous parlez français, if you talk French, aussi, je vous laisse un lien dans la description. Thanks for watching. See you.